3 female Kayayie, 3 journeys, 1 brutal reality. This is the ordinary Ghanaian.
That would be done on us. Where are we going?
We are on our way to see a young woman, Rahel, who traveled all the way from the north to the Ashanti region, Kumasi precisely, to find greener pastures. And the type of job she does is interesting. A female head porter. Locally we call them Kayayo. And the place she's staying is also a bit interesting. So let's go and see. Let's go and find out what's there.
What's your expectations?
I'm not expecting much. Just a young woman who wants a brighter future, and she felt like traveling to the city will, make a difference. So,
okay.
Let's just
how will a day with her be like? Yes. After here, we head to the market.
Yes. We'll just follow her throughout her day.
All right.
So, more details and see what she does.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll be spending the whole day with her. I mean, a day in her life. And us as well, because we'll be finding ourselves in her shoes.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So we look forward to this day.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is Asonwase, a neighborhood in the Ashanti region of Ghana, a home to nearly all the Kayayie, both male and the female head porters, who have migrated here from the north. Today we are meeting Rahel, who is going to take us through their world. It's just past 6 a.m. and the community is still quiet, a very rare moment of rest before another long day of work begins. Come along, let's walk through these streets together. This is where these resilient women live, work, and support each other. We had hoped to spend the night here to fully experience their daily rhymes, but circumstances didn't allow it. Still, what we've seen speaks volumes about their strength, their struggles, and their community. One might think these are abandoned buildings, but no, these are their homes and these are their lives. Join me as we walk through this neighborhood, a place the Kayayie call home. We are on our way to meet Rahel, who will take us to where she lives. Look around you. What do you see? What do you feel? This community pulses with life, yet it's also marked by struggle. The streets are cluttered. The air hangs heavy with the smell of waste. And I can't help but to wonder, why does this have to be normal? These women wake up here, work here, raise children here. They navigate field not because they don't care, but because survival leaves little room for choice. When you are carrying goods on your head all day for pennies, who has the time or power to demand cleaner streets? This question haunted me long after I left. Maybe the answer isn't about indifference, but about what we ignore when poverty becomes invisible. Observe the community and enjoy the view while we walk to Rahel's house. This is home for Rahel. These 4 walls shelter her most precious treasures, her baby and her mother. 3 generations under one roof.
I didn't see Intia a man who year why didn't so baby Kumasi.
Me back
Oh, I didn't know do Bani back Kumasi.
say a say meet my best kakra. Mama, no, my dear mamma, no, I shall.
Now, Bunny Papa way.
Oh, sir.
Oh, Tamale. I offer. What's in income? So, that's one I'm with I. Mother saw. Okay, so that's Rahel. A little about herself. I think it's gonna be interesting. She's 16 years old, and she's having a baby, a child who's 8 months, and then she's living with her mom in a very tiny room. But it's normal for them. We'll get ready and then we'll head to the market.
Then oh yeah, cause now 14 years then.
When you are brave school, but no, I'm better than Koya, almost a young girl fool. I say, I said, I mean, go school, so percent girl fool. Make a phone there, Nako. I said, me day school. Enyamina say me enyamina me ko pe beama no beama na eba mama me nana no ko no so ke no me si dabi nsa ne o beama na me nana no minim dia omuka omuka ne intira no me teneye ni minyame
nti ona na mo na de wo ma be ma ni ma ni
dentla amade nyama be ma
nga uko school nga de na officer obey
nice
sisi unya obey ya na sa kechi
but say je maka chama no say ni sika be ka papua
Ejuma na oye no butaye ni se uye na obo scan na watini asa ya ku school.
Nkra maka chama maka chama no say ni kusia la desa na sida
Ube ku school. Because oye nurse.
Na pa papua se
Oba no kwa hwa na be hwe no. Na waka che ukunu so pese ku school.
Maka chama
Incident na ombo na wo bebre sa akwara no so sa kan ho. 8 months so so. Incident na oma want na wona show. Kakra.
Men pese da prope bia ye be se no say mama scam wa ye say
when a do ba say
mia
when a chewa say
mama me dre
direction tu ma me ka say no for bra say
me na me ka che no mama me ba wo no say the be na wo ba na me se me je me wa ka no me
ba ha say no de bia ukoye adwuma unya sen
ebia jom mo hadia menya maybe 2.5 jom de ni ha ebia 1.5
see anopa wo sorry time then
aro se se bia ni sorry ntia me sorry be ya sus goy but first me sorry 5 goy sorry aya ebia Nema wa ni pesi na ma me sa jore ebe ya dia na dia sana ye mi wo customer so e bia mo fra se e bra besi me ka cha ma me se ende medical ko o de tu ya mo ndo e bia ma ni ska mo forta aga cha ne se e bia tale ana se ye fe aka kira me mama o ska kakra ama
maybe I will team Obe pese obe free ho ana say o plans e wa hati say obo abo scan na what na obo abo scan aku ukro
ni bo abo scan na me ko mo na mo papa mama
owe
o ta malo
so o pese o nya sika ko papa
na me ko ko mo on
usika no de to ne pa away
Mijima bread, say on fun. We no mag.
On fan to see. And she says she cannot. No, the Johnny. Then omo to susu. Omo jiji susu dan. On to say susu ni ma.
Mama ni le.
Susu bit ma.
Bit ma.
Da baba scanning ni ho be
But sir, my can say meaning the power of fear, Baby, I had to hold stream. If you say free and perhaps.
I didn't know Suru Casey.
Miss Ro, I not talk.
But Obey Kumasi. Ubi a presser or no bedada. A twomana.
Nah, dear, well, one of bread, different that. I'm not saying, say, that's funny, and I'm not say, I guess. I can't say, and a day, your name for you. Okay, say, Pachan, your name for you. Son, I'm a catch reno. Catch them say, brother, you got you now, Moscow. Oh, catch a boy. That be me buy and make a catch them, man. That be me, baby. Maybe I'm not telling so why you say for Bia, may I show Bia near my jail, Bia may harass. We are rare. Hospital are now prepared you, and now we are there. We there make an offer me free but me are for that day. Me sorry, I could do surgery, me, yeah, me go hospital.
Obano, Oyarea then Oyelo.
Oyalia, no, I could tell you, and ye need enough for hospital.
I will be Abuah. It was a same. Sorry, I will call a sorry now Abuah. If you are NGOB, and I say, a nipper be about some person me boa Kayayo for no, a be a cedar.
I saw there, or my born, or mamma, and Palanta. I found so, or mamma, to my tray, and I'm Palanta.
Obabano. Nina angel, Nina then our person.
A person who
Moshesa, Umbeshesa, a year, and no way. And then our person will be who up for bravo.
Minyeska, Mamma got to our souls.
Crabby will crew one. Or share what? Why an agent of a soul Kumasi, as and Ben Albecan, Sabe Kayayie, as and Ben Albecan.
Naga can say, oh, Baham, she is far. Nepesca, and yet would name bread bearman so. She's got pesca, Nako, yet they are all or who share hairdresser, and now for you be a. I think
By day, she works at an electrical shop, helping customers carry their purchases, heavy cables, bulbs, whatever they buy. But her day starts much earlier. Before the first customer arrives, Rahel is already mopping the shop floor, washing clothes for other traders, side hustle that brings in a few extra cedis. Every little bit counts. She uses that money to buy food to keep her strength up for the day. Because in this life, if you don't eat, you can't work. And if you can't work, you don't eat. The irony of life. This is the balance she works every day. Not just survival, but the quiet, relentless work of staying able to survive. We spent hours with Rahel at the electrical shop waiting, but today no customers came. When the market refuses to cooperate, you adapt. So we left with Rahel to visit her sisters, Fadila and Amina, who like her made the long journey from the north to build a life here.
I don't know free Tamaliba. Obey Juma. Now I want them now for school. Who do you say? Class 6 now, Jaya. And I'll buy right here. What do you say? 25.
bet mania. Stacy and our 40.
Oko tamale. Oko idea na okoye.
Pese me pamade.
Eti o pese okosia edwuma na opamade. Obanon your friend is saying Amama. What didn't you say?
9 months.
What was saying? Mama open so here then.
Pese mama oko school. Na koye next.
I didn't know on person band the best one here.
Yeah, bread papa. The pese me band oko school. Say ya on bread.
So what would you say? What would you say?
These women are more than just fellow migrants. They are family, support systems, and sometimes each other's only safety net in this challenging new world. I try to carry their loads myself, just one of the many bundles these women bear every day. The moment it touched my head, I understood the crushing weight, the unrelenting pressure, the careful balance needed with every step. Yo. What looks impossible to me is their daily reality. My arms shook after minutes. They do this for hours, for years, for a chance at something better. This brief taste of their struggle left me with nothing but awe for their strength. Yo, these guys are dying inside. Those towels are not for the weak. They are extremely heavy.
What is your name? Amina. What's your name? Kamale. I didn't know. One could go away. The money. Yes, you want money. So you came to work for money. Has anybody raped you or harassed you or forced you?
Has anybody beaten you?
Why?
What happened?
I want to cause trouble.
You try to cause trouble. And then you carry the things for the person, you bargained, and then when you got there, instead of her paying you, she said she wasn't going to pay the agreed amount she was supposed to give you, right? And so in the course of disagreement or argument, she slapped you. And what did you do?
Did you fight her? You also beat her?
No, he didn't. He didn't fight back.
Amina's voice was drawn out by the market chaos that day, but her work speaks louder than any interview ever could. For years, she's been the invisible thread trying this marketplace together. Shop owners trust her with their goods, their earnings, and their livelihood. No contracts, no second guesses. Just the quiet certainty of a woman who has earned her reputation with every reliable step. In a world where trust is extremely scarce, Amina has built hers brick by brick, not with words, but with action. And that is a story no background noise can silence. Amina's story begins far from these busy market streets. She comes from a polygamous home, 8th of 13 children in a family stretched thin across 3 mothers. Her parents, subsistence farmers, struggled to feed them all.
So what do you call about to say? What did you say? Distance in intensity, there. So what's this? Anna, what's this, right? And
you're so when I was 7 seed and a 5 seed.
Intelligent na won share distance no na won fan charge. E mo na sa de ni mudru. E dey kwan ne wa na wa charge.
Charge your
As harvest grew smaller and mouth grew hungrier, Amina made a choice. She left for the city, not for herself, but for the woman who brought her into this world, her mother, the first wife. Every money and every cedi she earns here carries the weight of that decision. Every load she bears is lighter than the one she left behind. Every 2 weeks without fail, Amina sends part of her earnings home. Her mother's survival, her siblings' schooling, all carried on her back along with these market loads. As I watch her sacrifice, I can't help but to wonder, how long can one young woman bear this weight? When will her own dreams get their turn? Why bring lives into this world if you can't give them light? Did the system fail these parents, or they just didn't plan their lives well? Who then lean on their vulnerable children like Amina to become parents themselves too soon? Her love for family is undeniable, but so is the cost. Amina never chose this life, but when the weight of the world lands on your shoulders, you learn to carry it. No complaints, no self-pity, just the quiet strength of a woman doing what she must. Sometimes survival isn't about choice, it's about courage. And this young woman right here have it all. That's the strength of a woman. That was nearly 2 kilometers in the blistering heat. You can see it in Amina's face, the exhaustion, the sweating drip down her neck, but she doesn't complain. This is just another day's work. Even tired, she waits her turn without a word of protest. When the shopkeeper finally hands over the payments, the money for her boss, and her hard-earned Ghana 10 cedis fee, it's all business as usual. 10 Ghana cedis, that's what 2 kilometers in the sun, plus almost 1 hour of waiting, ends Amina today. Spending time with these remarkable young women has been humbling. Their strength, their patience, their quiet dignity in the face of such back-breaking work, it stays with you long after you've left their world. These are not just stories, these are lives. Ordinary Ghanaians doing extraordinary things every single day just to survive. This is their reality, the sweat, the struggle, but also the strength and dignity behind it all. If this glimpse into their world has moved you in any way, help share their story. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because unfiltered stories like these deserve to be seen worldwide.